This is reading lesson number 80. This video is for you if you struggle with reading. I am April McMurtry, a professional reading specialist, dyslexia specialist, and the developer of the Learn Reading program. And I'm teaching you to read through 100 videos. It's important that you start with lesson 1. I have that video linked for you in the description below. Lessons 1 through 10 are taken from my Begin Reading packet, and that is linked next to the number 1 in the description. Lessons 11 through 91 are taken from my Learn Reading program, and those worksheets are linked next to the number 2. And lessons 91 through 100 are taken from my adult reading class, which is next to the number 3 in the description. You're welcome to join me at any time in my live adult reading class. There I can help you more personally. And if you'd like an online tutor, I can recommend several, and those are in the description as well. Okay, let's get started. So here's where we left off. These last 4 words were your extra practice or your homework. We were working on that KN silent letter pair. That grapheme KN says simply the N sound. The tongue goes to the top of the mouth and it stays there. The sound is N. So this word is knitting, knock, knighthood, and pocket knife. Which brings us to lesson 80. Today's lesson is, our sight word is honest. That H is silent. So here are your sight words to practice. Here is your new grapheme that we're going to be learning today. So ED, ED is a grapheme that can make 3 different sounds. It can say D, T, or ed. And it all depends on the sound that came before it. In this lesson, that ED is going to be pronounced as a T, a voiceless T, only air, no voice. T, as in packed. When ED comes at the end of a base word, it means past tense. So the present tense would be pack. The past tense, or it happened in the past, would be packed. And as you can hear, that ED is sounding like a T, a voiceless T. T. So that's the sound that I want you to make on this page when you go over all the graphemes that we've learned so far. And here is your new phoneme page where I want you to practice listening for where in the word that T is located. Here are our new words for today. Remember that ED is going to sound like a T in all of these words. So let's do those first 4 together. I'll do this first one with you. Now this A is going to be a rule breaker. It's going to sound like A. And this ED is going to sound like T. The rule is ED at the end of the word will sound like a T, or it will be voiceless. That's the title for the ED when it's after a voiceless sound. Voiceless meaning only air was used to pronounce the sound of the letter. No vocal cords, no voice was used. As in this X. X is a voiceless sound. X. So when the letter before it is voiceless, that ED is going to make its voiceless sound. T. Same with this one. This K is voiceless. K. So the ED is going to be voiceless. T. Same with this sound and this sound. So that's how you can tell what sound the ED is going to make. If this is voiced, then this is going to make its voiced sound, which is D. And if this is a T or a D, then this is going to sound like ed. But in this lesson, it's going to sound like a T. Let's keep it easy. So this sound is going to be A, X, T, axed, axed. Okay, I'll be quiet while you work on this one. This OO, by the way, is going to sound like an as in book. So I'll be quiet while you work through this word. So the sounds are k, t. Pushing those sounds together, 3 of them are voiceless. This one has no sound. This one has no sound, or voice, I should say, and this one has no voice. Only this one is the only one that you hear audibly. So the sounds are k, t. Pushing those sounds together, it's hooked, hooked. All right, well done. Let's try this one. This I is also going to be a rule breaker. It's going to say its short sound, just for your information. Now, if you didn't know, the sound for X is made by making the K and S sounds together. So the sound for X is X. So all of these sounds are M, I, X, T. Pushing those sounds together, it's mixed. Mixed. Excellent. Let's try this one. Good. Here's another example of this word. All of the graphemes are making their voiceless sound except for the vowel. The vowel is the only one that's using vocal cords. So this is voiceless, 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 voiced. The sounds are p, a, k, t. Packed. Packed, like I packed my lunch. Okay, these last 4 are for your extra practice. I'll come back next time and tell you what those were. Here are some vocabulary words for you to continue practicing that t sound of that grapheme. Some flashcards for you to cut out and use to practice for fluency. You can get these worksheets next to the number 2 in the description. And here are some sentences to practice reading the words in context, and a story for you, a new Christmas tree. All right, my friends, let me know if you have any questions. I know you're doing great. I'll see you in the next video.